Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tejano Traveler. Today we are in Austin and we're taking a look at the Texas Military Forces Museum at Camp Mabry, which I just like to call the Camp Mabry Museum. Here at this museum, it's pretty well stocked with military artifacts, lots of jeeps and artillery and cannons, plus a lot of history. There's a World War I and World War II section where you get to see some of the weapons, like this awesome big tanky looking thing, and some recreations. I love tiny little recreations. Dioramas, is that what we call them? It's models. Either way, they're wonderful to look at. There's plenty of things to see at the museum. One can never get bored. There's a lot to read. This is a mortar. I would love to shoot a mortar. Just once. Just once. But it shows what our GIs used to look like. More machine guns and AKs and some Nazi memorabilia, which we hate because everyone should hate the Nazis and punch a Nazi in the face today. Some loot that got turned into silver cups, and some more jeeps and planes and things that helped the US during their wars. It's kind of cool that they were able to fit this big plane in there. And I really like this tiny little helicopter. It just looks like it's a lawnmower engine and they just stuck it somewhere and it's okay, let's go fly. And I like the big artillery guns. They just look cool. And that tank back there is just awesome. Look at it. I like how armor plated it is, and I like the rivets. And I've always liked these little jacks. I guess that's what, I don't know what to call them, but I've always liked seeing them. Imagine stepping on one of them as a giant. And the Twin Sisters of Texas recreations, of course. We don't know where the original twin sisters are. And more recreations. I love looking at these little things, just the effort and the historical research that went into making them. Plus different uniforms for our soldiers that we've had through the ages. There was a section about the U.S. American War, U.S. and Mexican War. And a block of the Berlin Wall, which I've seen like 20 billion of them. So it must have either been a really big wall or there's pieces all over. It also talks about Desert Storm and Iraq, as well as some other fights that we've been into, and more tanks. I love tanks. This was my favorite. I love that tank symbol. Then outside, you can see some other stuff such as this missile and a whole platoon of awesome tanks just ready at your command to shoot down enemy. It's probably my favorite part of the museum is the tanks. I just wish I would let you climb on them or ride them or do stuff like that. And I heard there's a place here in Texas that actually lets you ride in a tank, but it's too expensive. I looked into it. But the tanks look cool. I like pretending that I'm an army general directing things, shooting down Decepticon airplanes. In the back, there's more tanks and more things to look at. It seems like they have a lot of different tanks from different eras. I'm sure World War II or military or tank experts know every single one of these tanks, but I don't, or else I'd be telling you all about them. They also kind of sort of look the same to me after a while. There's also a plane that you can go look at. You look around, walk around the track. But it's definitely a cool place to go visit if you're into military museums, which I am. It gives you a nice history lesson, and you should go check it out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.